I'm Jason with Solid Structures. I'm the project manager for pool and backyard makeovers. And today we're going to review Iaqualink and how to set your pool up and do everything on the app. First thing you're going to do is sign up and make an account. The login will be set up to your email and your password. Once your system is added and you're logged in, you're going to see this screen right here. Then we're going to go in. As soon as I log in, I go to the web portion because we want to set the time correctly on the app. So I would go to menu, set time and date, and it's 7:52, so we would say 7:52. Make sure you put it to AM or PM, whatever time you're doing it. Hit enter. And now the time is set right on the app. If you do not set the time, the system's not going to turn on to the scheduled time you would like because the time is wrong in the app. Okay, so for lights, you have equipment down here on the bottom right. This is where you can turn individual lights on by clicking them. Clicking them on. You can change the color of every individual light to these preset colors. Or you can do custom color and pick any color on the spectrum wheel. Once you choose that color, you would hit apply to whatever light you wanted, middle, shallow end, deep end, spa, etc. And I'll turn them off. These new systems, you can also change the brightness of each light. So they're automatically set at 100% brightness. So at nighttime, if you did not want one that bright, you could change the brightness of the light. And next, I'm going to show you how to control the pumps. So you would hit the gear icon at the top right. We would hit adjust pump speeds. Pool pump. So we have pool, which is set at 2800 RPM for this one because the pool is 30 foot, so it's circulating really good at 2800. If you wanted to change the RPM of your pump, you would click the three buttons at the top right and you would drag this to whatever RPM you wanted. If you wanted to raise it, the max is 3450, so that's the max RPM you can go to. The lowest RPM is going to be 600. So after you drag the RPM to wherever you like, you always want to make sure you hit save in the top right hand corner so it will save the setting you made. So to control your chlorinator, you're going to do the same thing. Gear icon in the top right corner, set chlorinator. I set all the pools up when we first start them up at 40% chlorine production rate. So what you would do is just drag this thing, it's going to be at 0. I set it to 40% when I start the pool up. I hit save. So what that is we're producing 40% chlorine production rate. You have a set boost timer. The boost timer is automatically set for 24 hours. You can change that to 12 hours, 10 hours. And what the boost is, if you have a big party with a lot of kids and people in it, you want to run 100% production rate for 24 hours. That's what this boost is going to do. Or if you had a big algae bloom, you can hit set boost timer and that's going to run 100% production chlorine for 24 hours. After 24 hours, it's automatically going to go back to what you had it set at, 20, 40%, etc. So after that, we can program auxiliaries. You have auxiliary 1, 2, 3, and extra auxiliary. This pool right here does not have any, but if you had a water feature, a fire pit, coastal lights, anything like that, I would tie into this system and I would name auxiliary 1 waterfall, auxiliary 2 fire pit, auxiliary 3 lights, and you would be able to control all those right here on your pool app by turning them on and off. Should you have a spa, you would have over here spillover feature, and what that would do is fill your spa out of your pool and it would spill into your pool. If you had a spa on this home screen, you would see spa mode and pool mode. We would click spa mode, your spa would automatically turn on. Temperature of spa, you would go right here to set temp. It would say pool and spa. You would click pool, you would set your pool to whatever temperature you want it. You would hit spa, you would drag this to whatever temperature you want it. You would hit save. Down here, it would say pool heat, spa heat. So if you're in pool mode and you want to heat your pool, you would turn on pool heat. If you're in spa mode and you want to heat the spa, you would turn on spa heat. So to control your heater, if you just had a pool, you would go to set temp, set it to whatever you like, hit save, and then you would turn on temp 1 or temp 2, whatever one you set. And that's for the heater. Temp 1 would be, if you just had the pool, temp 1 would be, say, if you set it to 80 degrees and you set temp 2 to 90 degrees, you would turn them both on. The heater would heat to 90 degrees and turn off. When the water got to whatever you set temp 1 to, if that's 80 degrees, when the water got to 80 degrees, the heater would automatically kick back on and heat to your temp 2, which would be 90 degrees or whatever you had it set at. For setting schedules, we're going to go to the gear icon at the top right again. You're going to see schedules. So right here, I automatically set up the schedule when I start the pool up. So the filter pump is running 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. I put their lights on the schedule for the homeowner to the time they want it. So every night, the lights are going to come on at 7 p.m., go off at 10 p.m. If you wanted to change your schedule, you would just click on that. You would change start time and end time. If you did not want them on every day, you would click this. You can do every day, weekdays, weekends, or individual days, and you would hit that to whatever one you want it and hit done. Always hit save, and your schedule is saved. If we had a water feature, if we had lights, if we had anything, we would click on this add schedule. You would go down to whatever you wanted to add schedule at, your auxiliaries, and click on those and do the same thing and change your start and end time. It's also important to know that with the Iaqualink on your tablet or phone, you can control your pool anywhere you are as long as you have phone service. The app is available on tablet, phone, or PC. First thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go into my settings on my phone. I'm going to connect to the homeowner's Wi-Fi. So I'm connected to that. I'm going to click Iaqualink. So it's going to pull up a list of networks. You're going to find your network, click it, put in your password. So you're going to go to My Systems, hit the plus icon at the top. You're going to hit the first one you see, Iaqualink RS-PDA Z4 Tri. It's going to ask you for a device number. The device number is on the side of your antenna. The device number on the side of the antenna is going to have dashes between it. You do not need to put the dashes in. System name is whatever you want to name it. We're going to go ahead and program the pump so it will turn on. So once you log in, you're going to go to the gear icon at the top right corner. You're going to go to System Setup. VS Pump Setup is Variable Speed Pump Setup. I'm going to click that. With this new system, you do not use pump 1, 2, 3, or 4. You automatically go down to pump 5. I'm going to click on that. Application not installed. You're going to click on that. Put it on filtration because we're using it for a filter pump. So now it says filtration. I changed the pump name to pool pump instead of pump 5. But then you're going to go down to pump address. When I click on this, it automatically pulls up a serial number because it knows that the pump is here. So then you click on that serial number till you get that check mark, you hit save. So now it recognizes the pump. I always go down to master speeds. I change the duration of the priming speed from 3 minutes to 1 minute. Then I hit back. I'll go into feature speeds, and speed 1 is what the pool's going to run at, so it's automatically set at 1750. This pool I'm going to run at 2800, so I'm going to drag that up to 2800. I'm going to hit save. So every time the pool kicks on, that's what it's going to run at. Speed 2 is the spa. So I usually change the spa to 3000 RPM because you want more pressure, you know, with the jets on your back. And then once I do the orientation, I let the homeowner decide what pressure they want it at. So I'll drag that up to 3000 and hit save. Speed 3 is what I'm going to name the clean mode. And you can take it all the way to 3400 is the max. We're going to hit right here, SWC, saltwater generator. It's on standby. I'm going to set the pool at 40%. And hit save. So now the saltwater chlorinator is producing 40% chlorine.